Hello everyone, welcome back to another video of our AI ML live class, and we are going to learn everything important related to AI ML in this series. And if you want to join our session, please ping me on the LinkedIn, and if you already ping me, then I suggest you ping me again and I will forward the meeting invite to you guys. And if you guys have any doubt, please let me know in the comment section right now. And we are joined by new members also. We are joined by Ravi Shankar, and we have like our earlier members, Milka, Pawan, Sanskriti, and Confidence. So Ravi, do you want to give any like a little bit of introduction about yourself? Wait, let me just switch to your screen. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I'm working in Wipro. So the for last 2 years, I'm working as a senior software engineer with like Java as my background.
Okay. And this is your first company, or is it like you are
No,
already
this
switched?
is my second one.
Okay, so you are an experienced professional, and you are working in only in the Java skill, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So, in the previous video, we discussed about what is artificial intelligence. But I know many people who think AI and ML are the same thing, but they are not the same. While the terms like machine learning and artificial are generally used interchangeably, but they are different. So, could you anybody tell what is the difference, or anybody know what is machine learning from you guys?
Yes,
Anybody
sir.
know
Machine
what
learning is
is?
about training the system
Hmm.
through developed data sets. They start to train themselves, sir.
Okay. Who start to train themselves? I-
A repetitive task. Some algorithms which are meant to do the task. For a repetitive task,
Mhm.
they do such work, sir.
Okay. And okay, then how it is different from artificial intelligence?
So artificial intelligence is different from machine learning because it is a subpart of AI, sir. Machine learning is a part of AI,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
and it is a actually machine learning is the part of AI, but it is the same access as AI, sir. Uh, like developing some new tasks or something else.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, means your starting definition which you gave, it is not correct, but it is later you somewhat corrected. So we'll anybody also want to add to this? Have any idea, or just wanted to guess by the terms itself, like artificial intelligence and machine learning? Anybody have read in their college timing or in school? Confidence, do you want to
Okay,
add?
let me
Yeah. Yes, yes.
let me try. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Okay, yeah. So it's a subfield of AI that is used to train machines to imitate intelligent human behavior without giving them explicit instructions.
Okay. But isn't it the same thing which we have talked about the artificial intelligence in the previous class? That they want to artificial intelligence is basically we are building the self-learning system. So isn't you are talking
Yeah,
about
yeah.
the same definition?
For machine learning, we use algorithms and models to work on patterns, using data
Oh,
that
yeah.
in turn
So the
imitates human
algorithms is
behavior.
also there in the artificial intelligence. Models is also there in artificial intelligence. But the keyword which you said, which is very important, is that here we look for the patterns. So now let's come to our slides and discuss more about it. So basically, when we talked about artificial intelligence in the previous slide, we are talking about basically it is a field of computer science which help us to develop intelligence in machines and software. Basically, that while machine learning is one of the methods to develop that AI, okay, to develop that intelligence in that systems or software or machines, whatever we are utilizing. It is just the method, one of the method. So that's why whatever like Pawan which you are talking and confidence you have talked, that it is a subfield of AI. So that is absolutely correct, because it is just one way to develop that artificial intelligence into particular machine or software. Okay.
Okay, sir.
There are multiple ways to develop it. We will also talked about it, but just now I can give you just names about it. There are rule based system, also there are expert system, there is natural language processing, computer visions, evolutionary algorithm, symbolic AI, hybrid approaches we utilize. So there are multiple ways to develop artificial intelligence. But because people mostly confuse between this AI and ML, and interviews also they ask, like, do you really understand the difference between artificial intelligence? So just like in a from a very high level, from a very basic level, you can say like AI is the AI is a field of computer science which help us to in which we develop intelligence in the system, while machine learning is one of the ways to develop that artificial intelligence. Okay. And as you guys already told, that it is a subset of ML. So as we as a like form of engineering, we represented it generally in terms of Venn diagram.
Venn
So AI
diagram.
is a yeah, AI is a bigger perspective. It is a whole field, while ML is a just you can treat as it as an subject of that field, AI engineering, machine learning. Okay, so I guess this part is clear. ML is a like subset of it, and AI is a superset of ML. Correct?
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay.
Right.
So it you can treat it very similar, just like if you want to understand this with an example, you can treat it just like we humans can learn by different strategies and learning, right? Just like we learn by audio learning, there is a visual learning we do, there is an experiential learning which is very effective for us, right? If we learn anything through our experience, we will remember it by more. If we learn it through visual, then it comes at the second. If we are learn by listening, then it is a audio learning for us. So there are different ways to learn ourselves. Similarly, uh, like um, for artificial intelligence, machine learning is one of such technique, okay, or one of such a strategy to learn. Okay, you got
Yes,
this part, because AI
yes, sir.
is
Yeah.
hun- yeah, okay. Because AI is 100% inspired from human beings. You can relate everything in artificial intelligence or every term of it through in real life, because it is 100% inspired from that. And this machine learning is, you can say, somewhat inspired by experiential learning. Like just like we learn, which is like the best form of our learning is through learn through experience. So machine learning is somewhat inspired through that experiential learning. When we give that experience to machine, so that is known as machine learning. And also, just like I want to more elaborate about this subset and superset, that by seeing this diagram also you can say that all machine learning activities are AI. But all AI activities you cannot call them as ML. Okay, this is clear to you guys. I guess it is a very simple thing, but just need to understand that everything comes under machine learning. It is part of AI, but everything which comes under AI, it is not maybe part of, might be part of ML, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Right.
So, machine learning is basically, as I told, it is inspired from the experience learning. So, it is the science of developing algorithms and statistical models that computer system use to perform tasks without explicit programming or instruction. Just like as confidence say, instead it relies on pattern and inference. Okay, so patterns, you guys know, like we detect some pattern. Okay, this is happening in a particular series. If we look at that 1 2 3, then we will predict that next number will be 4 or 5. Or if we predict some we find a pattern into something, and then we try to guess like what would be the next result. Okay. So like as we discuss in terms of AI, that AI goal is to make self-learning system, okay, that can solve those cognitive tasks, right? We discussed in the previous session that AI goal is to make self-learning system which help us to solve cognitive tasks which generally we require human intelligence, correct? While
Yes, sir.
ML goal is to make system that can process large quantity of historical data and identify these data patterns. Okay. So basically, it is utilizing the past data. It will see the past data, what is happening with this, like what has happened before, and then it tries to predict the result of the future, or it will try to do task according to that. Okay, on the based on the previous result it get. Like you are able to understand, or we will discuss more about it. Okay. So basically, just like in experience, as a human, we utilize our previous experience. That okay, when previously I done this thing, then I get this result. Okay. So if anybody want to me to just play whatever, like play cricket, so I know by playing this shot, I will get that result. So I will try to utilize that experience, or how I should swing my ball, how fast should I put the face. So accordingly, that any sport you can take where we learn from our experience, or any field you can take, not only sport, we learn from our experience, and then we will try to do a task. Similarly, here it in machine learning, because machine learning is just one way to make that to develop that artificial intelligence. So basically, one of the ways to develop to like make those self-learning system. Okay, so just like we have experiential learning, and here we have machine learning to just where we utilize past data, basically experience of that which we already have, to tell machine, okay, you can utilize this past data or this experience which we have already, and now you can do task by yourself. Okay.
Yes,
Like
sir.
did you get
Right,
like the picture?
Yes, sir.
right. That makes sense.
Okay. So, like, you will also get more understanding, just like we humans, we get more experience, the better human being we will become. Similarly, for machine learning models as well, we discuss about the what is model in the previous video as well, in the previous session. You can check that out. So, like the more data we will get, the better the model will become. Just like more experience we will get, the better person we will become, right? The better we can perform, and better we can utilize our intelligence, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So
Yes.
so basically this allows computer our computer system to continue learn and improve on its own, because it will, when it is started doing its own task, it will get more experience, so it will become more and more um, like more better model, just like we discussed the example of YouTube. Okay, similarly, I am a new user of YouTube, and I open a new account. So for to use YouTube, I have to create an account on suppose I have to create Google account. Okay, I created account, Google know anything nothing about it me, but when I created that account, it will ask some data about me, like my date of birth, my mobile number, from which country I am in, and also it will track my, like detect my IP. So now it has the country in which I situated in, it has my gender, it has my age. Okay, so now it has data. So it will check, okay, this the person who is around some 25 years of age, who is watching it from India. So it will automatically, even when I'm starting YouTube for the very first time, it will show me relevant data. Okay, but suppose I am more into on this AI/ML videos. So first thing, whatever I will search AI/ML videos. So okay, then it will learn, it YouTube algorithm or YouTube model will learn, okay, this person is interested in AI/ML. So it will started, even I did not subscribe any channel, but still it's it started showing me on my feed that more and more AI/ML videos, or if I'm watching any song, then it will also introduce me song. But according to my age, okay, they will not push all the videos related to AML. They will also see, okay, this is an Indian, this is a male, and he is around this age, so he generally people of this category are utilizing, means it will also check from other data from its experience, and they will started suggesting me some songs, they will started suggesting me some shorts which is really liked by some other 25-year-old Indian. Okay, they will also utilize my, okay, this guy is watching the videos in Hindi language or in English language, then it will start suggesting me. Okay, so the more and more data I will get, the better the model will become. Okay, so it is basically detecting my patterns. Okay, this guy is looking for AI and ML, AI ML, and if I search more and more, okay, this guy in AI ML also, it is specifically looking for machine learning, not whole AI also. Okay, so it can be more specific as well, so it will become really really good as you utilize. So nowadays also you are seeing when ChatGPT was released, it is not that much great, but now if you type anything on ChatGPT, it give you very specific and precise answers, right? So because all these are working using this machine learning models, I hope
Got
you
it, sir.
yeah, got it. And there also we are not providing any explicit instruction, right? It is learning from the its pattern. And what is this inference? I will let me explain to you guys. But you got the overall picture, like what is machine learning and the difference. Like you have idea, like you got the idea, like what is the difference between artificial intelligence and machine learning?
Yes, sir.
Me, yeah, the goal of machine
Right.
learning is simple, that it has to develop algorithm and models which can perform tasks without any explicit inference, just relying on the patterns and inference. I will explain what is inference. So it has to just explain it. It has nothing to do like make some intelligent machine and not all that. It has only one work to perform any task, just like any software has to do, but without any instruction, just utilizing the data it has already have. Okay, so let's discuss about this inference. Patterns, we it is a simple pattern we detect in real world, but what is this inference it is utilizing? So we in the previous session we talked about model training, right? Where we talked about that we have to go through, we also discussed through an cake example, if you guys remember.
Baker example, sir.
Right, a baker example, correct, thanks Pawan. So we like the basically that in the training we are utilizing, we have a data set, we have an algorithm, and we applied the that algorithm to a data set, and then we get a trained model. We have to train the process, okay, by providing the data related to it. Okay, so basically here we are telling every like here we are learning a new capability from our data, so that process is known as training. Okay, when we are telling, okay, let's take some an example. So suppose uh, yeah, suppose if we have an example, let's take an example of an cat detection. Suppose I want to make a model where I want to detect like if that photo has a cat or not, like if that is a picture of cat or not. Okay, so how I want to make a model such like that. So what I will need, I need an algorithm and I need a cat data set. So I will train my model. Okay, I will teach my model, okay, these are the pictures of some cat, so cat will look like this. Okay, so and then it will become my trained model. So it has basically this process is a training process where I am telling my algorithms and my model that this is like cat look like this. It has uh, I will like basically feed it with the multiple cat photos of different species of cats and of different sizes and everything. So it will can produce the more photo I will put it, the better it will become, because it can identify multiple. Okay, cat can be of small, cat can be of large size also. So data set is also very important in terms of when we are training the process, okay, in terms of AI and machine learning. If suppose I only provide only one photo of cat, then apart from that photo it will not detect if I provide any new photo, it will not able to detect this is a cat or not. Okay, so you have to, as a AI engineer, you have to be very responsible when you are training any model, that you will provide a variety of unbiased data. Otherwise that AI will think in a very specific direction, and it will not give the unbiased result to it. Okay, so you have to train it. So basically when you train any particular features, so but what it will basically look, okay, so cat has generally two eyes, it has furs in it, it has mustache feathers, it has a tail in it, so it will learn certain features, common features into it. Okay, and so what it has to, so that like the particular features it has to detect. So in machine learning also, the input which we are providing through data set, it is known as features only in machine learning terminologies as well. Okay, so we have like provide, we have to provide enough data, cat images data set, so it will be we can say that we have like properly trained our model. Okay, but when you are utilizing this to detect any new which is not part of your data set, okay, so now I am utilizing some different cat photo. So when I am utilizing this train model, okay, detect this is a cat photo or not, so it will tell me yes, because if I trained it correctly. So this process is known as inference. Okay, when I am utilizing it for the new data. Okay, when I am utilizing my already trained model to identify cat in the new photos, so this process is known as model inferencing. Okay, um, so anything when I'm utilize, suppose I provide a picture of a dog, so it should detect, if I am properly trained it, it should detect it is not an cat photo. Okay, so here when I
Sir,
am, yeah, yes,
is
Pawan.
it related to supervised learning, sir?
Uh,
Supervised learning.
yeah, supervising learning. Yeah, we will come to that at the later stage. So it just here I don't want to, because supervised learning is just a method of machine learning. It is like you can say another subset of machine learning. We will talk about it later, but here I want to put more focus on, you should understand the difference between training and inference. Okay,
Okay,
training
sir.
is when you are utilizing the data set which you already have to train your model. Okay, this is what the cat features are look like. Okay, and here when we in the inference, it is the process when you are utilizing all that already trained model to apply to use that trained model on the new data. Okay, to basically detect it is a cat or not. You got the idea? Basically we are utilizing the capabilities for which we have trained our model. Just like we human, we have basically we can take how we can say, just like we learn any sport. Okay, so I learned some how to basically bowl any how to bowl a particular spin ball. Okay, I learned it, but when I am actually utilizing in a match in a totally new situation, so that time it is known as model inferencing. Is difference clear to you guys? What is the model training and inferencing?
Yes, sir.
So inference is basically the utilization of the trained model to
Correct.
achieve
Base.
some a particular task.
Yes, yes. Utilization of train model on the new data. Okay. So we can utilize
All
the
right,
capabilities on which we trained that model. Okay.
all right.
And Sanskriti, Milka, Ravi, do you guys have any doubt? Ravi, are
No.
you able to is it like
Yeah,
you
it's
are
fine, it's fine.
okay?
Kaustav, is it like AI uses ML functionality for its working? Is it a kind of that way?
Yes, yes. As we already discussed, it is one of the ways to develop that AI, artificial intelligence, machine learning, basically.
Okay.
Just like as I give the our example only, humans example, we are utilizing from our experience, we are utilizing that experience learning technique, right? To learn ourselves, to like basically do any task. So there are multiple
Yeah.
techniques available. What artificial like machine learning is one of them. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So, like this will make more things clear to you. So, inference is where capabilities learned during machine learning are put to work, and like training is we learned in the previous session. It is when we are learning any new capability from the data, and inference when you are applying that capability to new data. Okay, now you understand the difference between these terms like training and inference. Everybody is clear?
Got it, sir.
Yeah,
Oh, okay, thank you. So, like now you understand what machine learning is basically doing. It is utilizing those pattern and whatever it has learned during training. Just like we have taken the example of YouTube algorithm, so a YouTube model basically. So it has already like it is in continuously training process, and also it is in the continuously inferencing process as well, because it is whatever it is training continuously on our data, it is also applying that immediately on the next time. So inferencing and training is going every single minute on YouTube. Okay, so like
that
just
makes
like
sense.
yeah. So just like the AI goal is to make the self-learning system. Basically, the main goal of AI is to make the self-learning system so it can learn by itself. While ML goal is to process the large quantity of the previous data and the data it's learned and to identify those patterns. And so it can like machine can improve their performance over time. And as we discussed through YouTube example that they will be exposed to more data and their performance will increase. Okay, basically the performance of those self-learning system. Uh, really want you to clear between these terms like trading, inference, machine learning, artificial intelligence. Now you have a clear like distinction between these two terms like machine learning and artificial intelligence, or
Yes, sir.
should I provide any other example as well?
Exactly. The examples are fine.
Okay, okay. So you have a clear distinction in your mind, right?
Yes.
Okay, okay, okay. Then let's move ahead. So, like, there is another term which you might have heard of, DL. So, anybody want to like tell me what is this DL? Like,
Deep
any?
learning, sir.
Yes, correct. So, would you like to elaborate what is this deep learning?
Yes, sir. It is a subset of machine learning methods, sir.
Okay,
Based on NN, I mean natural net, sorry, artificial neural networks.
correct, correct, correct. And like, anybody wants to add anything? Like, if you guys know what is this deep learning?
Hello.
I let me check. Hello, like, am I audible?
Hello?
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Like, have you heard of this deep learning?
Heard.
What?
Have.
Actually, I do not have
Yes,
any idea on this.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Just heard this word. Don't have idea much.
Okay, okay, no problem. So, like deep learning, as Pawan said correctly, it is one of the machine learning techniques. Okay, as a subset of machine learning, which tries to teach machine, in which we try to teach machine how to behave like human brain. Basically, it tries to mimic the our human brain. So. now let me just specify the three difference. So artificial intelligence, as we discussed, it is the field of computer science where we develop intelligence in machine and softwares. Machine learning is one of the ways to develop that artificial intelligence, and deep learning is a type of machine learning technique that is modeled on human brain. It is a basically subset of machine learning. It because now we have to come more and more deeper. So basically here we want to exactly mimic our human brain, like how we are learning as a human. We are learning through our brain. Everything, whatever the cognitive task we are doing using our brain. So we want to implement same features into machine. So through a technique that is a part of deep learning. Okay. Okay. Okay, haven't moved to the screen. So, like you understand, like AI is the like a field of science to develop intelligence in machine and softwares, and machine learning is one of the ways to develop that artificial intelligence, and deep learning is one of the machine learning techniques where we like mimic our model and human brain basically try to behave where we try to want where we want our machines to behave like an human brain or to learn basically more like our human brain, just like we learn ourselves. Like, is it you are, guys are getting? I don't know. You guys are not
Right.
Can
interactive
you tell
So
as.
any example?
Yes, yes,
Can you
yes,
tell?
yes. Sure, sure, sure. So, just like if you take our example, human, because here we are talking about human brain. Okay, so like you need to understand first how human brain behave and like how we learn by our own. Basically, we also create basically we want to make self-learning machine, and we are also self-learning creatures, right? So basically, when we read any report or basically as an when we read any report or basically watch a movie or drive a car or smell a flower, so billion of neurons in our brain process that information through tiny electric signals. Okay, so and that through that we have basically neurons in our system. This is a like a biological concept, but this you need to understand because artificial is just not restricted to just our computer science. It is basically comes into philosophical terms. It is also comes into psychological terms, biological terms. It is like much more than us. So basically like when we like do anything, just like I give an example, when we are driving, smelling anything, or we are processing that information through our neurons. Okay, that those are known as human neurons. So each neuron process the input from our, like we have this five sense organs. We already talk means which you already know: tongue, nose, ear, and eyes and all. So it take those process those input and skin. So basically it process all those input, and the results of that particular neuron is output to the next neuron, and it goes through subsequent processing from neurons to neurons, and like it process a result into our mind. Basically just like when we like read a report, it produce like a business insight into our mind. When we watch a movie, it produce a chuckle into our mind. When we are like driving, basically just like if you want to apply a brake, we are seeing anything through our input, then we want to apply a brake, then it will produce a result through like push our foot on the brake. Or when we are smelling any flower, it like put a little joy into our mind. So basically it is processing and providing any output into our body. Okay, so that is our mind doing through like by utilizing our these neurons which we have in our mind and throughout our body. Okay, so similarly deep learning want to utilize this functionality of neurons, or basically human neural network. So in deep learning they want to develop something artificial neural network. Okay, so basically, this artificial neural network allow this digital system to interpret and react to situation similarly and like much in the same way as brain reacts. Okay, so we want to basically replace our human neural network with the artificial neural network, which is also popularly known as ANN. Okay, so let's understand this artificial neural network to get the more understanding what is this deep learning and how it works. Okay, so just like our nervous system, neural network have multiple layers of just like we have multiple neurons, it has multiple layers of artificial neurons, which are also known as perceptrons. Okay, and these artificial neurons operate similarly to our human brain neurons, and basically process the data just like our human neurons produce. Like you are getting that example of like our human biology. I guess you might have heard like we have read in the our junior classes about this new nervous system and like these neurons and all.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
uh,
Yes.
okay,
Yes.
okay. So basically, just like we have human neurons, they are like we want to create something like multiple layers of these artificial neurons, which are known as perceptrons, and also commonly known as nodes as well. So these nodes are because nodes can be in hardware and software, or can be combination of both. And basically, just like our neurons process the data which we are getting, which we are taking as an input and produce an output, so similarly, uh, these perform these mathematical calculation to process our data. So let's discuss them more deeply. So as we like already know, these artificial interconnected units of this like artificial neurons, basically when we have like multiple nodes into an connection, it is known as layers. Okay, into like machine learning terminologies. And any artificial neural network have several nodes which take the input into our data. So that where we are taking the input for any processing, that is known as input layer. Okay, so here we take our data, just like when like the very beginning neuron of our eye, from where we are visualizing it, or from any of the five sense organs we have. So from where we take the data which we are seeing, for which we are seeing, or which we want to accept the data through for the learning process. Okay, so that layer, it is known as input layer. Okay, where every data has to first go through that layer for the first processing. Okay, so and after this input layer process the data, it will pass to that data after the process data to the further layer in the artificial neural network, and those layers are known as hidden layers. So these hidden layer process this information at different levels and adapt this behavior as we will receive this information. Okay, so uh, we will understand just like we have taken those cat example. So how we identify as we taken the example, like how we identify animal is a cat or not. We see that it has four legs, we say that it has furs, it has like two eyes, and like cat like features it has. Okay, so we analyze different features of that cat, but we are so trained into it that we identify it immediately. Okay, so similarly, all these node, each node will do that task. Okay, it has two eyes, it will detect the work it will do, it will detect the eyes, it will detect the nose, it will detect the it has legs, how many legs. So there are multiple nodes for different functionality. Okay, which will process this data and pass this information. Okay, this is suppose it will look like the four legs. Okay, so it will say for me it is 100% cat, but it will say it does not have any trunk. Okay, say so for say for me it will detect if it has a trunk or not. So it will also say for me it is also a cat. And if it will detect does it has a tail or not. If it does not has any tail, so it will say no, for me it is not a cat. So and then they together after at uh, after combining the result, they will decide, okay, this is a cat or not, by analyzing different features. I hope you are getting the, like, you are able to process the information which I am saying.
Yes,
You are
sir.
understanding
Yes,
what
yes,
like
yes.
each of why we are utilizing so much nodes or so much artificial neurons into artificial neural network, and like how like overall they actually work, and how we need these different layers to process the information. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Right.
So these hidden layer process information at different layer levels, and adapting the with time they adapt their behavior as they receive that particular new information. Okay. Just like if we take the YouTube example, so one of the YouTube node or like artificial neuron or perceptron, whatever you say, generally in daily life we call them as nodes basically. Okay. So I will go with the node only. So every, like, there are multiple nodes behind the scene behind that YouTube model. So it will learn, okay, this person is of this model will detect, okay, this, what is the age of that person. So it will recommend some content. It will detect, okay, what is the nationality of that person. Okay, it is Indian, so I will recommend this content. And the collaboration of everybody, what is the collective result it will get. Okay, so it will recommend suppose three videos, and it will also recommend three videos. So whatever the common video will get, it will be the final output to me. Okay, you understand how this basically processing work? Like
Yes.
okay, so I here only detect like represented these hidden layer by two layers only, but in general we have like thousand of hidden layers behind the scenes, behind any deep learning network or artificial neural network. Okay, and they analyze the information and analyze any problem from the different angles, from say multiple angles. Okay, so if we take an example, just like take any example, just like here if we see, okay, this picture has like four legs. Okay, so it will detect anything. Okay, it will check, okay, it has a tail also, so it will like identify which animals have a tail, so it will like short it information. Okay, shorts it output. Okay, now we have only some output left. Okay, then it will see, okay, what is the color of that animal. Okay, it's look like what gray animals, what animals can have a gray color. Okay, so it will now again short the output, and then it will detect, okay, it looks like it has a trunk, it's look like an elephant. Then our model will give an output, okay, this is an photo of an elephant. Okay, and similarly our mind also process, but we are so intelligent. When you work with, means when I started working with artificial intelligence, I feel like machines are really stupid. They means what we treat as a common sense, they don't have any common sense. We process information so fast, but for machines we have to teach them, like, even kids have that genetic transfer from ourselves, so they have some like basic idea about everything. They can learn it develop, but for machine they are really silly and stupid. If you teach them wrong thing, then it will be a, like, you should always be a responsible AI engineer. Otherwise, you can bring chaos to whole humanity, and it will, you don't know where it will go. So you have to work very carefully with
Sir,
like yes,
sir, one doubt, sir.
yeah.
So, just like you said, if there is any unrecognizable data, will it goes to failed stage, or how it proceeds further, sir?
Means like
I mean,
failed
if it is
data.
not recognizing four legs, if it is you have only three legs, and you haven't specified anything in your data sets about three legs, three-legged animal. I
Okay.
mean, how does it proceeds further? How can it
uh,
learn it by itself
okay, so like
if it doesn't have any data?
okay, okay. So basically the output which we are getting, just like in our this example, the output is elephant, right? So that output is known as, in like machine learning terminologies, it is known as label. Okay, so what we want to get there as output. So here I want to get the output as like the what type of animal is. So type of animal is my label here. Okay. So if I label that, suppose I get a new data, it is a three-leg animal, and in my data set there is no three-leg animal. Okay, you are asking question like this only, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, that is the same question I'm asking.
Yeah. So then it will ask the better model will ask, even you see like when you ask something on chat gpt, sometime it asks like, did you like this response, or don't you like this response? So we say yes. Okay, so it will, okay, this response is correct, so it will started recommended. Similarly, like the good models in the initial stage, they will ask you to label the data. Okay, so if what does three animal look like, so you can manually it will ask for a manual input, or generally in the training process, like we, as we said, as I already said, we this models are generally into continuous training process. Okay, it will continuously try to learn. So it will ask, there will be some AI engineers there. So it will, these all this information which is not able to recognize, it will come to them, and then they have to label it. Okay, so
Yeah, sir. Got it,
basically
sir.
this process is comes under feature engineering. Might be you have heard this term as well, and there is a specific job for this purpose as well, feature engineering. And like data science people also do this work, AI people, AI engineers, ML engineer, or ML ops engineer also do this work. Okay, so basically we have to label that any new data it will get through inferencing. While doing inferencing, we will get a new data. It will not able to identify because it does not learn it on the training process. So we have to label it. What does that three-leg animal represent? Okay, so we can write it is an handicapped animal or a handicapped cat. Okay, so it we can like apply multiple labels as well. It is a handicapped, it is a cat. So whenever again next time it will will see similar picture to like this is a three animal. Okay, this can be cat as well. Okay, so
Yes, sir.
we can apply multiple labels, and you got the and it will identify. And as we get more and more pictures of like different pictures, just as you give example, three leg pictures, or some blind animal, or maybe some who does not have a tail, but it can be classified as an elephant or an cat also. So it will, the more data we'll get, the better our model will become. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Like, do you have any other question till now, or like uh,
No, sir. It's perfect for me.
like any other? Ravi, Milka,
No.
Sanskriti, Confidence.
I'm doing good so far.
Okay, okay. So, like as like here, just like our human brain analyze, so it will process different features. As I said, like it will take from data, it will take some input variables. Okay, okay, this is the we have to detect the size. So here size will become the feature, and we here the process this node will layer will process the shape. So it will shape is the another feature of that data. Okay, so this is also a machine learning terminology feature. Okay, and then there is a third layer, an output layer. So here we basically we have multiple nodes, and generally it whatever the possible output it can have, we have generally only similar number of nodes we have in the output layer. So suppose I want to detect if that photo is a cat or not. So the possible answer is only two type: it is a cat or it is not a cat. Okay, so here I have just only two output. So here generally we have similar number of nodes in the output layer. Okay. So, or if you have like a wide range of answers, then you will require more number of nodes in the output layer. And
Yes,
together,
sir.
all these terms, together all these layers is representing the artificial neural network or deep learning network, you can say. Okay, like
All right.
all this is clear to you, like whatever we have learned till now, like artificial intelligence or machine learning, deep learning, these layers, features, model, inferencing.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for joining the session. It is really great you guys joined, and you are really nice, and you are keep coming to this session. It really supports me in many ways, and you guys ask really good question, and hope you provide me real feedback, honest feedback that you are understanding all these terms or not. And still, if you have any doubt, please reach out to me on LinkedIn or on the YouTube comments. And who is ever watching it online, please let me know in the comments if you have any doubt. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for the session.